Throw.
And cut.
Action.
Hey Yappers, welcome back to Yap It Out. Today we're diving deep into some wild and thrilling conspiracies. Some of them might sound familiar to you, but I promise there's a twist.
Yep, as we explore these theories, we're bringing out personal takes and might even reveal some spicy or juicy relationship theories. Get ready for the jump.
As always, we are your co-hosts, Olivia and
Sammy.
And joining us to break down these mind-bending topics are our super insightful friends, Julia
Whoop, whoop,
and Rahool.
whoop, whoop.
Oh.
Welcome, guys. So, a question for you. What is your take on what makes a good conspiracy theory?
I feel like we should just keep talking about it because like the list could go on and on of like what possibilities there are, which is I don't know, it's interesting.
Yeah, Rahool?
I don't know, when I just think of conspiracy theories, it's hard for me to kind of like explain because it's mainly what people could have potential. It's infinite like ideas on what could have been or how a certain event occurred or not occurred in a sense, you know?
Yeah, I feel like the ones that become popular and interesting are the ones where it's like so crazy to where it's like the people who believe it can be seen as insane, but it's also like
What if?
what if could be
Yeah.
a possibility.
Yeah. Okay, jumping into our first segment then. Starting off with the very first question. What's a conspiracy theory you 100% believe in and why?
I gotta think about this. I have no clue. Ladies first.
Does the Mandela effect counts
That I
as
was
a
thinking
conspiracy theory, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, because like there are like you know like food packages or like
Cartoon names.
or
and
yeah
stuff
like
that.
Berenstain Bears like there's like a difference in the lettering
Mhm.
or something like that. They said it's always been like that.
How do you spell
Lies.
Looney Tunes? How do you spell Looney Tunes? Just quick
Isn't
question.
it LOONEY, right?
How do you spell? No, the full show. Looney
Oh,
Tunes.
Looney
How do you spell
Tunes?
it?
LOONEY and then TUNES, right?
Yeah, but a lot of people would say it's TOONS.
There's no way.
A lot of people think it's Looney Tunes because tunes, but it's TUNES. It's crazy. There's also Fruit Loops. There's a whole bunch of just like crazy, like differences, like based on perception, just like
But
how
see,
people misinterpret.
do you think it's like
situations.
collectively our brains are just wired that way to the way where like everyone just thinks that it was that way, or do you think they switched it?
No, there's like proof. Like I'm not saying like there are some people that have proof of like certain things, but I don't know if they've created it. But like when I go to look up certain things, I was like, I swear, like there's no way. Like I've seen it like this another way before, and it's just, I don't know, it bothers me.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
The conspiracy theory I 100% believe in is that Michael Jackson is still alive. I think
I agree with that. No,
Yeah.
I do agree with that.
I think I told you this before, and you judged me really hard for it. But no.
I'm sorry. No. Let's go back to Michael Jackson still alive. Elaborate, please.
Okay.
What is this conspiracy
Let
theory?
me tell you my theory. So, he died right after all of these accusations were coming out against him being a pedophile and all this stuff. Like, and right after that he dies. I don't know. And people like you see like people think that they've seen him other places. Also,
Did something come up recently, like about him?
probably I always see shit about
something came up about him recently. Not about like somebody said he was still alive.
I always
I don't
see
know.
it. I always see it. I always see people talking about it.
Yeah, and
Everywhere.
think about all the plastic surgery he already had. What
He
makes you,
could've gotten
what makes you
more.
think he's not gonna get more?
Mhm.
Do you think that the whole like he had like the whole pedophile thing actually happened?
I feel like
I
it's
don't-
true.
I don't
Really?
know. See, I didn't think it was true until all the P Diddy shit came out. But
Nah, P Diddy shit.
But before that, I didn't think it was true because I think he, like, as a child, he was just so neglected and didn't even have, like, a real childhood. So then when he got older, he was, like, that's all he wanted was to, like, have his childhood back. So, like, he wanted to surround himself with kids and, like, feel the joy that he never had.
Wait, what's the story
Yeah,
on that?
That's what I thought.
Well, because
He had this like little place called Neverland or something like that, and like kind of like the Peter Pan thing where like
Lost Boys?
kind of like that, where you
Yeah.
don't grow up there basically. And what the story is he would invite kids back to Neverland, and they would never leave.
Oh, so he would trap them there.
Not really like trap them. He would just keep them there for a long period of time and
But there's like solid evidence.
do some fun stuff.
So is said. But
Allegedly.
I don't know
Allegedly.
anything about that.
I
don't know
think
too
he's
much about
dead.
it.
I think he's. I don't think he can really like fake
Yeah.
being
What?
dead.
I
That's
think
like saying
No,
Tupac
people
is
can
still.
fake their deaths.
I think
That's like saying
millionaire.
Tupac is still alive and living in the what's the triangle, the Bermuda Triangle.
Actually, the Bermuda Triangle is actually something that like, I've always thought about too.
Yeah.
Like now that I think about it, like what's there? Like there's like they came out with, like a bunch of movies of like going into the Bermuda Triangle.
Like Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, well that one was like, I feel like that one was just magic, right?
Do planes fly through the Bermuda Triangle still?
They disappear?
No, but like like
Ooh.
I feel like they go around it, or like the route has to change because if there's so many disappearances, then it's just like
Why would you go?
people are gonna die.
Yeah.
weird.
It's crazy. The one conspiracy I believe in is Princess Diana, like the royal family killed her. That wasn't an accident. Do you guys know about that one?
Oh, I do know. Oh
Yeah?
yeah.
Yeah,
I know it.
okay.
I know exactly
Okay.
about that.
Okay, I watched like the whole. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't.
Well, I used to be like obsessed with like princesses and stuff, right? So, Princess Diana, she was like a big role model to me and stuff, like how she carried herself and what she did to the community and stuff. So, I watched the whole like there's a show on Netflix too about like her story and the whole
The
royal
Royals?
families. Yeah.
Is it the Royals and there she has a separate one too, right?
I'm not too sure. It's like different episodes, different seasons with
Yeah.
different like stuff.
Is it the one where it's like talking about Queen Elizabeth's
Yeah,
journey,
yeah.
and then like I
It
think that's
brings the
and then
her
there's one
story.
season where
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Diana and
Yeah,
what's her
yeah.
husband, like what was her name,
Charles.
Charles, that they
It's
get
the
married.
drama, right?
Yeah, it's a drama.
Okay, yeah, I
It's
know what you're talking
it's
about.
drama, but it's like heavily based on what actually occurred in the
Yeah.
history of the
But I
royal
feel
family.
like the king, he killed her. Because they were divorced. No?
I think it was the Queen Elizabeth, mainly because.
Oh, why?
So the whole
Is
thing
she
with
dead?
Diana was she was a
Yeah,
very
it-
she was a very
R.I.P.
she's dead. She's dead. Like
Long live the Queen.
Queen's also dead. Long live the Queen. She's also dead. But
Still long live the Queen.
Damn, she lived a long life.
Yeah, that one was
Yeah.
old.
Yeah.
like there were a lot of people I knew in Britain who were hoping that she made it to 100,
Yeah.
and
I
then they
was
would get like a
too.
week off, and then she died, and then they would get another week off work, so they would get like 2
Oh,
weeks
damn.
off.
That's
But
crazy.
but going back to this
Preying on her downfall, bro.
I mean, yeah, but going back to
Yeah.
this conspiracy about Princess Diana, she was a very down to earth person in a sense
I
where,
liked her.
she was a great person
She was
overall.
for the
Like
people.
she was
Yeah.
very for the people, and like when she had her kids, like there was this once like I've seen this video like online where there was a sports day.
Oh, the running thing.
Oh, the running
And
thing. I
The royal
love that
family is
one.
not supposed to like get involved or do all of these like physical
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
activities or like do these kind of things.
Yeah.
And she was like, no, this is my kids' event. I want to, be a part of my kids' lives. And she raised,
Yeah.
right?
That's
So
really cool.
she was beloved by the people. But here's
Yeah.
the thing. I don't know the exact reason why they got divorced. I think Charles fell in love with someone else.
They had
She knows, she
an affair. But I feel, I don't know, she was just so not pretty compared to Princess Diana. And then, I don't know.
And then after that, they
I
got
hate
divorced.
cheaters.
Yeah.
But, but yeah, he had an affair with her, the ugly one, and then there's a theory that in the royal family you can't
Get divorced.
remarry. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Well, you
You-
can get divorced, but you can't remarry unless the other person is dead. So my theory is like, oh, maybe Charles killed her so he can marry the girl he had an affair with, because it would be like the right thing to do.
But I also I also read a couple things where Queen Elizabeth didn't really like her either. Like, kind of like
I thought
compared
she
to, like-
adored her.
no,
Really?
or maybe I might be wrong.
Well,
It's a conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
I feel like traditions wise, that makes sense why the queen wouldn't like her because she was very unroyal.
Yeah,
and
she was very
unroyal.
breaking up all the traditions and like getting rid of like all the stuff that they've been following for centuries, right?
Yeah,
So,
it's like breaking the rules.
and then she got with this much older billionaire guy in Dubai, or
She did?
Princess
did
Princess
not know
Diana.
that,
She was in the
actually.
car with him when they got into the accident.
Wait, I didn't know that.
That makes it more interesting.
And the whole thing is like, oh, you can't. Once you're split up, you can't get happiness. You have to.
One of
stay.
them has to die, kind of.
No, you just. I feel like once you split up, they're like from you break off from the royal family.
Mm-hmm.
You're not allowed to be happy in a sense.
Oh, the
Like,
Prince Harry.
The Harry and Meghan
Yeah.
Markle thing. Like
Yeah.
once they broke off
Yeah.
and started like spitting a whole bunch of shit against the royal family, in a sense, then they kind of like got disowned.
Yeah.
Like not really disowned, but like
Both of them?
Yeah.
Wait,
Like they're outcasts from the
Yeah.
family.
Yeah.
are they done? Like
They're also very racist.
Oh really?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I
what?
didn't know that.
Because Meghan, not Meghan, right? Meghan.
Meghan Markle suits.
Yeah. She yeah. So I think she's mixed or something, and then they were worried that the baby was gonna come out black. Like the royal family was.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know what? Okay,
crazy,
I'm
but-
not surprised that
Yeah.
they're racist.
Yeah.
It's the UK.
Yeah, but still, like that's what their main worry was when she was pregnant.
That it would
Damn.
come out black.
Yeah, she.
But
told-
she's not.
Yeah.
She's not even that dark. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and then okay, I'm not like 100% sure about it, but I've seen videos, and then I also saw like there's some clips from she had an interview with Oprah, so she said this stuff, and they made it hella dramatic and stuff. But
Don't fact check us on any
Yeah.
of this. Like, do not fact check us.
These are all
We're,
thoughts.
these are
all
all
thoughts.
opinions, and they are allowed to be wrong, and they probably are.
yeah, but that's what I heard, which was crazy, and that's why she was happy that she's away from all that drama and stuff, like the family. Yeah.
Interesting.
Another conspiracy theory on that is the Americans sent an insider in to the royal family
They don't
after
want Americans.
the 300. Meghan Markle's American.
Yeah, they don't want Americans.
Yeah, they don't want, but at the same time, insider job kind of thing. Break up the royal family from the inside. That's something I've read online because 1776, all that fun stuff. It's like, oh yeah, let's get our revenge on the Brits. As an Indian,
Oh, I don't know.
all I can say is fuck the Brits.
I was like,
All I
I'm
can say.
Indian. All I can say is fuck the Brits.
All I'm saying, we don't fuck with the Brits. But yeah, moving on.
Yeah, well, the follow-up question I want to ask is like, what conspiracy theory would you guys want to like actually know about? Like
Like find the
unsolved.
truth
Yeah, find
behind?
the truth behind, like the pyramids and like, stuff, like how it was built, maybe.
Like, how did they get them that big?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry, is there a conspiracy
No.
behind the
Yes.
building of the pyramids?
Yes,
Yeah,
because how the fuck back in the days?
Yeah.
How did they build
Get that shit up there?
Yeah.
And like I remember,
Yeah.
I remember learning about this in history class. It was like they had the slaves bring all the
Yeah,
like
but
all the
I feel
big
like it's
blocks and
all
everything.
in
But like
Some strong
ain't no way.
slaves.
See,
Yeah.
It's not the
Ain't no
question
way.
of strong ass, it's
Ain't
the question
no
of the
way.
amount of manpower they had back then.
but,
But
basically,
still.
people are saying people believed it was the job, like the aliens did it.
Oh my god, we're going to aliens?
Okay, maybe
Hey,
not
hey, hey!
aliens,
No,
maybe they're-
okay. You know, like Area 51. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. I don't know. I think
Yeah.
I think they had a shit ton of slaves, like 100%. But I also think that technology-wise, I feel like maybe not. I'm not saying like they had cranes and stuff.
See, how did they get the block? Okay, so
Do you know
I get making like the first base, right? Like
Yeah.
the base of the triangle.
Yeah.
But all the way to the top.
Yeah, but
that's just crazy.
Yeah,
Did you
we
see
also
like
don't
those
know.
triangle things like next to the pyramid? I don't like when they were building it and it was
No.
literally like a little slant.
Oh,
And
so
then
they
they would
like
push
they
them
made
up.
their
You
own
do know there are
stuff.
monuments that were made before,
I haven't been there.
you
I
know,
wanna
the
go there
invention of
one day.
cranes and stuff like that
Yeah.
are really tall, right?
Like,
Like
the tour.
pulley systems and like people still knew how to like build ways to elevate themselves to build the pyramids.
When was the Sagrada Familia
Wait, what did you say?
You know the Sagrada Familia in Spain? When did that start? I don't know, like...
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know the exact dates.
I'm just saying, because that thing was super tall as well, and I'm pretty sure that was built, like, way
back in the day.
back when there was, like, no cranes and stuff.
That's what I'm saying, like, there are methods for people to build stuff. Like, ancient technology, in a sense, is something that could, like, they could have been something that we use in modern technology, but has been lost over the ages, and like we rediscovered it. It could have been something like that. You never know.
Maybe. But we still don't. I'm sorry. We're still,
No, it's
I feel like we still like. I saw some videos. I don't know much about that, but like I saw some videos where like they still don't know why it was used for, like what was used inside, like the pyramids, what it was used for and stuff.
Like, it's still blocked off, right?
Yeah.
Like, they think it's just tombs, essentially,
Yeah,
right?
and then they also like tried to. I heard they also tried to recreate it in a sense, but they couldn't do it. Like they gave up.
Oh, talk about the silver and gold. The silver and gold.
Oh, and they also had on the top of the pyramid. There's like silver and gold mixed together, and still to this day, I don't think people can mix that together, like gold and silver. I don't know. I heard about it, but I was like, wow.
I actually didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Interesting. Yeah, it's on the top of the pyramid, so everyone's like, ooh, who did this? Magic? Aliens? Ooh.
Sus.
Yeah.
You know what that reminds me of? Have you seen Despicable Me?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Sammy's seen Despicable.
Oh,
Have you seen the first scene, like before they even
Oh,
introduce
yeah.
Gru, how he steals the entire pyramid, and when he bounces off the pyramid, it's just like an huge inflatable?
yeah,
It
yeah.
just reminds me of that.
Yeah, a really strong ass inflatable.
Very strong inflatable that, you know, you can, like...
Move
can,
at
like-
all. And I heard if you remove one block, the whole thing can fall or something.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
structure of
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
It's like Jenga.
Yeah, this is crazy how they. Sorry.
Hear me out on this, alright?
God.
Hear me out,
Oh, God.
right?
Oh, God.
Oh, wait, what do you mean, oh God?
Okay, just go.
There's a link between Lincoln's death and JFK's death.
That's what I was gonna say.
Like, no, I got it, because basically, he was killed, I think, in the Ford Theater or something like that, and then JFK was killed in a Ford car or something like that.
Okay, that's a stretch.
It's
Ford's theater.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Ford Theater, and JFK was it's a stretch, but
Same name.
yeah, but also there's a connection between Lee Harvey Oswald, the guy who killed JFK, and John Wilkes Booth.
I think it's like a family thing.
No,
Like
it's,
a
no,
family tree?
Oh, they're not family?
not familial connection.
Oh, what?
Like that's not. I just gotta like
Got you.
make sure it's legit. The people actually talk about this. It's crazy.
I get too scared to search up about stuff like that.
What might actually be
Yeah.
real, but it's not.
Yeah.
There was a show that I watched
Yeah. So
like a while ago, like maybe like 2, 3, probably like 4 or 5. Actually, now that I think about it, it was called Timeless, and basically they like went back in time.
Timeless. Sorry.
No, you're
Access all of my body.
Okay, so these are the similarities, right? So, first of all, I mean it's a stretch.
yeah.
It's a stretch, but Lincoln and Kennedy both have 7 letters. Both assassins, John Wilkes Booth and Lee Harvey Oswald, were both born in 1839 and 1939.
None of this seems related.
So someone's just trying to kill the president.
Booth, no. John Wilkes Booth ran from a theater and was caught in a warehouse. Lee Harvey Oswald ran from a warehouse and was caught in a theater.
They just run to the closest stop.
Lincoln had a secretary named Kennedy who told him not to go to Ford's Theater that night. Kennedy had a secretary named Evelyn Lincoln, and she warned him not to go to Dallas.
Okay,
that's
that's
weird.
cool. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes
Right?
Okay,
sense.
but that's just like that seems like more of some like I don't know.
Like coincidence.
Yeah.
kind of-
I was like
Like
coincidence
like
or
energy,
conspiracy
spiritual
theory.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
knows?
Weird.
Who knows?
But also, like,
The time.
I can understand that because of how, not the timeless, I was just saying, no, you're okay. Of how, like, that plays out, like, the names and everything. there probably might be like some kind of connection, if anything.
Mm-hmm.
But the timeless thing was just like, it was a show, and basically they had to go back in time and like, I don't know what they were doing actually, but they go back to these certain scenes, and there's like a whole story behind how these people were actually killed, and there's like there's deeper things. It's actually really cool. It's a great show, but
I will put on my list.
yeah, it got canceled, but
All the great shows.
All the
do.
great
All the
shows
great
get
shows get
canceled.
canceled after like a season or two. It's crazy.
But anyways, do you think the aliens are watching us right now from like Area 51?
I don't know if they watch us from Area 50.
I feel like they would. I haven't been to. You know how there was like during COVID, they were like gonna raid the Area 51.
Oh my god, that sounded lit. There's like a whole Facebook page. Who's pulling up, guys?
I was so excited to watch it go down, but
No one came.
yeah, I was so hyped up for nothing.
No one that
Such
we know
a
came.
biggest disappointment of all time.
No. No one that you know that we know
True.
came.
Yeah.
True.
They could have pulled up and just.
They're like, oh, no one's here. Okay, gotta go.
Maybe
home.
someone did.
No. Maybe they had a
I'm
whole
pretty
thing,
sure
but then the
some-
government just decided
tried
to hold it back.
Yeah.
All I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Well, the
I don't
government's
believe it
trying to
happened.
cover it.
I don't believe aliens exist. I don't believe in any of that.
What?
Aliens exist, bruh.
Okay.
My opinion.
If
Okay.
I need to see proof before I can actually just go ahead and assert that aliens exist.
Not just
You know,
on
because I mean, here's the thing, right? We've explored different planets. Like we've seen different planets, right?
Yeah.
Like we've explored. Like these are like broad terms when I say explore. Like we've seen the structure on Mars, on the moon, kind of have a basic structure of like what happened, like what's going on in like most planets, right? There's not really a lot to showcase that there's life on those planets.
Actually. It's actually probably another conspiracy theory, but it's about Mars.
Yeah. There
Having
was
water?
one.
Yeah, there was water on Mars, but also when they went back to go look, they also noticed traces of nuclear. I don't know.
It could just be the
nuclear
surface, like the surface of the planet. Like, but there was no definitive proof that showcased like actual extraterrestrial life on
Oh,
the
I was
planet.
just talking about life, like just life
Yeah,
on Mars.
yeah. Life is different than actual like
Yeah, no.
like.
Well, they're not gonna be aliens.
Not-
Aren't gonna be people.
Not
Yeah.
when I say
No, no,
people.
they
When I say
look
people, I
like-
mean like the
they
inhabitants
look
of
like-
that said planet. There's no definitive proof that they exist, and I'm more of like I need
You need proof. You need to see the physical alien.
to see
Be
it
like,
to believe it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You need the green antennas and everything.
I need to see it to believe it. That's all I'm
That's
saying.
understandable.
Where else is they're trying to find life in Jupiter or Saturn?
I think it might have. Well, Jupiter is not inhabitable mainly because it's all gas.
Yeah.
Um,
I think it was Saturn.
It probably was
Yeah.
Saturn.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys a question. So you guys know the main homie Elon Musk, right?
I don't like him.
I don't like him either. I'm sorry.
I saw this whole guys. I saw
Oh,
this whole
God.
conspiracy.
I hate
theory
Elon.
That he bought Twitter, which now is X. He bought it so
Terrible name.
he could.
The bird,
X.
bruh.
Yeah, but
Elon Musk is a terrible name.
No, X.
No, like
Oh,
the
X.
And then they switched out the bird, and I'm like, why get rid of the bird? It's a tweet.
Yeah.
To like a bird tweets.
Yeah,
Like.
but he bought it so he could like support Trump.
Oh yeah, he
And
wanted
stuff?
to
Yeah.
unblock him.
Yeah. Like he unblocked Trump and everything.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna get into
Get
politics.
political.
We're not gonna get political here, but what
But
I was
I'm
trying to
just
say.
saying that he was trying to make Trump win in a way.
No, he
By
supported
showing-
Trump. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna say anything political. I'm not trying to get political on
Okay.
conspiracy theory on
I'm just
pod-
saying that. It was,
But what going back to my question, you know how he's trying to send people to Mars, right? If we got sent to Mars, would we technically be aliens?
No.
No. Okay, but here's the other thing. This is going back to my point. They found nuclear stuff in there, and there's a theory that there were like inhabitants, like I don't know if it was us or whatever, or like people like us before, and since that whole planet went nuclear, basically humans destroyed the planet and they moved to another planet. That was a theory,
I believe it.
but I don't know, bro.
I don't know if it's a theory. It's a theory.
Yeah, we're rolling.
Okay, but
Welcome back to Yap It Out, guys.
Okay, we were moving on to the next question. We're moving on to the next question.
Because in the pyramids, like the distance between the sun and the moon are like the exact same. I
Dude,
think.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That
so
one-
It's like,
That is actually insane.
yeah.
That's cool.
See, so I feel like
Aliens?
aliens or some witchcraft stuff. Okay, but moving on.
Oh my.
What?
Read the question.
Olivia's getting angry.
Sorry, I was ignoring because I was trying to move on. Sorry, you were saying?
What do you mean? I was waiting for you to read the
She wasn't saying anything.
Yeah, so what's the weirdest conspiracy theory you have heard that you actually find it stupid? Like Earth is flat.
Michael Jackson isn't dead.
No.
That's
Yours.
yeah, Michael Jackson is not dead. That's the stupidest conspiracy
fuck
theory
up.
Yeah,
I've
That out of everything we have talked about, I'd say that is one of the most plausible theories. I'll put it at top number one. It's not number one.
At top number 1.
Yes.
Michael Jackson is still alive.
Yes. Yes, and I stand by that. I stand by that. So like,
Wait, are we on? Are we rolling?
Yeah, you've been rolling.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
I was so
Okay.
confused. Okay. About some examples that we thought of for like conspiracy theories that could be plausible, but they just sound fucking stupid. Birds aren't real. Which okay, to be honest, I don't find it that crazy.
It's not
I
that
don't find
crazy.
it that crazy. But
Well, the government just has them spying on us every single
Okay,
day.
I don't necessarily believe it. Like I don't believe it, but not that crazy. Not that crazy.
The only reason I somewhat can think it's like
She thinks
no, shut up. Hold on. When I was in New York, there was like some birds be hopping on subway trains.
No, some
And
birds
then
look
come
so
off.
sus.
No, some of them sus. I'm not saying like it's I think it's possible. There's a chance that it could be, but
Not
also-
birds,
not
pigeons.
pigeons, not
You
not
gotta
birds.
specify. Not birds,
Specifically
pigeons.
Because pigeons are everywhere.
Yeah.
Literally everywhere.
They're kind of
No,
smart.
but that shit like hopped on a train, got off the next fucking stop. I'm dead serious. I was in New York last year and that shit happened and I have a video of it actually. I have a video on my phone and literally the pigeon. I didn't know it was like a live picture. I was just taking a picture of the pigeon just like right next to them. I don't know why I took the picture, but it literally I was on the train and it got on at the stop I was at and then it hopped back off at the next stop.
It's
I
like
was like-
traveling through subway.
Yeah, it's like you could fly.
Maybe he didn't want to fly. Maybe his battery was
He's like,
down.
Speaking of crazy conspiracy, I'm surprised we haven't gotten to this yet. But how the moon landing was fake.
Oh, that's
That
one of
was-
our
But I don't think it was.
You think it was?
I think
I
it was
don't-
real.
Oh, you
I
don't
think
think
it
it
was
was?
real.
Yeah.
I think it was real. I think it was.
Yeah.
Why would they need to fake that?
I feel
No,
like.
I don't think the mic can pick me up. No, you go. You
No. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we got Lucas in the house. Everybody, make some noise.
All right, special appearance. Special appearance. The U.S. was in a huge race for who can land to the moon faster, like a space race, right? The Russians were the first people to have a man orbit space, like they call it a spacewalk, and they also sent more satellites than the U.S. did. So the conspiracy theory is the U.S. didn't want to lose the Cold War, so they were like, "Fuck, what do we do? Let's just fake the moon landing." Even though we probably have the technology, we probably can't afford it, and when we can't afford it, it should go wrong either. So the conspiracy is because Hollywood was such a big industry that they just produced everything in-house in the studio. Now, to dispute that, though, the Russians would have every fucking reason to dispute that claim and prove that the U.S. was lying, and they have never did. They very honorably said, "Oh, congratulations to America for putting the first man on Mars, on the moon." But also, how can you make over 200,000 people lie? Like somebody would eventually open their mouth. Like you on your deathbed, you're a scientist. You know the U.S. has lied about the moon landing.
You would tell somebody.
You would tell somebody you're about to
Yeah.
die. Why wouldn't you,
Nobody
right?
can keep it in that.
No, there's no way.
And then
There's
we
no way.
kill them.
I mean, you might have got monetarily paid, but yeah, Lucas.
Damn.
I
you
dispute
know
everything.
You know your moon landing.
Yeah, I thought it was real true at first. I mean, they're jumping so goofy, like it looks unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then they have also they brought moon rocks from.
Quote unquote moon rocks or actual moon rocks.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what they say.
Like they see that, like they tested and they're. Are you okay?
Are you good? Don't choke on water, brother. It's fine.
Okay, those are kind of like stupid. Like people have different beliefs, right? But what if your partner were to believe in this, like what you believe, like are stupid, like
My ex did.
Earth was
Like
flat?
What specifically?
Like
Was he a flat earther? Was he?
No, he was not a flat earther. If he was a flat earther, we would have never dated.
If someone was a flat earther, that's
No, that's bad.
Yeah.
That's a no.
I'm sorry.
You're walking out.
Did you see, there's like this video of this guy who was trying to prove.
I saw that, and he accidentally proved that the Earth
Yes!
was curved.
And I'm just like,
I watched that in one of my philosophy classes about how his entire group of like flat earthers got together, got like a whole bunch of like equipment set up and cut holes inside and like put stuff in like
And then
different areas, and they said if it goes in a straight line, the Earth is flat, and they accidentally proved that the Earth is like round, which it is.
Whoops.
And that is obviously one of the funniest moments in just history. It's like flat earthers proving that the Earth is round. Like, oh no, it was a mistake. There was like some.
No, yeah.
They tried so
There's
hard
a
to refute
gravitational
it.
pull. My ass, yeah.
Sammy, do you have any opinion on this?
I like my men smart. If they're not smart, red flag.
If they just like straight out say no, you're wrong, this is what it is, then okay, yeah, they're idiots.
Most of them
Yeah.
are like that.
But
Most of them are like
but
that.
if they're like open minded, like okay, this is what I believe on this,
Yeah, that's what
and
we
they're open
want.
to communication,
Yeah.
like actually hearing your point, like that's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying like if they're like very adamant, like no, fuck you, the moon
You're
landing
wrong.
was fake, you're wrong, you
They
know.
get so defensive.
Yeah,
though.
it's the-
That's
it's
how
the
it is.
defensiveness.
then maybe, like yeah, I can
Okay.
understand.
They're stupid.
We're gonna move on to our second segment. Now we're getting into the juicy mix of relationship conspiracies and some government theories.
Ooh, ooh.
So, question number 1. What's a relationship belief that feels like a conspiracy, but you actually think works? For example, like playing hard to get, or girls have to act dumb.
I can go first. Soulmates.
Like,
Like having a person.
Yeah, having your own person. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Like there, like it is. I feel like I believe in it. Like you do have a soulmate out there, whether it's like friendship wise or like relationship.
yeah, and it's
wise.
like God or whatever you believe in
Mhm.
will like take you to that.
Yeah,
somehow.
like
Yeah.
a
Like red string
string theory.
theory.
That's what I wrote.
I know there was like this Filipino show and it had to do with the red
Yeah,
string theory.
I love red string theory
It's
because
interesting.
Okay, I don't know what the red string theory is. Could someone
Let me talk.
explain that to me?
'Cause
Oh, I'm
everyone-
sorry.
Like,
Everyone-
shut the fuck up.
I was just trying to learn more, but okay, my bad.
Because I feel like everyone is somehow connected, like the red string, and then I feel like you're bound to meet your soulmate sometime in your lifetime, somewhere.
And usually
You know
it's
what
pretty much connected. Like there's like
Little-
moments of
yeah,
time
yeah,
where
yeah.
you've guys been in the same spaces
Yeah.
or like shit like that.
And when you actually talk to them, you're like, wait, I
Wait.
was there.
It's like,
Wait,
yeah.
what? Yeah, and I feel like that's.
So what is the red string theory?
It's
You wanna explain?
it's basically
It's
it's basically you're
clueless.
connected by this. It's
Red.
not
The strings of
necessarily
fate,
red.
or-
It's not necessarily red.
But that's what they say.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
I think it's like because it's love.
Yeah.
And red's a bright color. I don't know.
Is this kind of similar to like how the Greeks believe in like the strings of fate,
I don't know.
Like
like
when
ancient
they-
Greek mythology, where like if you
Or
cut
they
this,
cut it,
yeah,
you
and then
die?
like you die, kind of like that kind of thing, or
Like connection.
like
it's
you're
not
you're
bad.
connected to a string, and that's your entire fate. Like that's how your life progresses, and if it's cut,
But no
then-
one's gonna cut it. The red string.
You can't see it.
You can't see it. It's mainly like you're just connected with somebody, and it's by this imaginary string.
Yeah.
And
It'll bring you together somehow,
yeah.
some way.
I mean, people can get in the way of it,
Yeah.
but in the end, you guys.
It
end
becomes
up-
like a little knot, then you untie it.
Do you believe in the three love theory? Like you fall in love with three
Three
people
people?
in your life?
Yeah.
I've never heard this.
Oh my
before.
god!
Oh,
I heard this very.
I just
I heard
about
this
it
very
recently.
recently at a bar.
Oh, really?
We were in San Francisco, and there's this one guy who was talking to us, and
Mm-hmm.
he was just telling us about the 3 women you will meet in your life, and how one of them's like the hot one of them's like the one who, like the
No.
book,
That's not it, it's not.
the bookwormy one, and the one is like you kind of like pushed away but then came back to you, the one who got away kind of thing.
That's not the same thing. It's entirely different.
No.
Yeah.
And I was like, is it the same
okay.
thing? I didn't believe it, but I was
I
like,
think it's the 3 types you have, maybe. Like, you go through 3 types. You know how, like, oh, you date the goth girl, or you date, like...
okay, this is what we heard at the
That's
bar, and I was
different.
like...
No, the bar is not the place.
The bar is... Someone was drunk and
No,
thought...
they definitely
And he
were.
went along with it.
No, I was just like, I didn't go along, I was just like, huh.
You sound like you went along with... Like, you sound like you were trying to
You're
learn
like-
more about it.
I was like, because I thought, okay, this guy's talking about love. Who am I to like get in the way of someone talking about love? Like, it's his personal opinion. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
like straight up be like, no, you're wrong.
You just listen. That's it.
Yeah, so I listened and
Yeah.
I was like, huh.
But, no,
This
it's
is,
different.
Okay.
It's more like you fall in love with 3 different people in your life. The first one is the love where you don't think it was really love in the beginning, and
Where
it's
you're
just
too
like
young.
you're too young. You're more
Like,
playful.
yeah.
You're more open. The second one is the love that tests you. It
Helps you learn.
helps you learn. It's like the lesson learned one. Helps you realize who you are, what you want, and from that one you find the third one, which is the love of your life, the one that takes you by surprise and comes out of nowhere, and the person that's actually accepting for who you are, and you guys actually bounce off each other and your similarities. When guys and girls become friends, do you think when because you know how some guys are friends with girls because they just want to date them, some of them just know that they want to be friends with them, but within the first they say first, when they first meet them, they think they already know what their intentions are, that they're gonna be with that girl. Like, even if it's in the back of your head, you think that person's
I think that's
cute.
true.
I think that's true too, but I'm not a guy, so I wouldn't know.
I know from experience.
I think girls know for the most part. At least me.
As a guy, I'm just gonna say that when you meet a girl for the first time, you don't really, for me at least, you kind of do think about, okay, this is someone who I could potentially see myself spending the rest of my life with, right? Potentially, right?
Mm-hmm.
You go in it with that perspective. Okay, I'm gonna, maybe she's cute, maybe I could go on a couple dates. You go in with that perspective, but once you kind of start to get to know her, you kind of figure out, okay, is this someone who I want to just be friends with? I don't see myself, we don't click, or you kind of figure out what the chemistry is.
Yeah.
And based on that, you kind of figure out, okay, do I want to keep it going, or do you kind of not want to keep it going? In terms
I feel like it
for
goes,
the romantic aspect.
but I also feel like it goes back to can guys and girls really just be friends?
Oh yes,
You know?
well, I think they can
I
be
think
friends.
so.
Yeah,
I think so
Yeah.
too.
But guys don't.
But guys don't.
You guys are just delusional.
That's what I'm saying.
Delusional.
Every guy friend you have, if you give him a call and say, I just broke up with my ex and can you just cuddle with me? He will drop whatever the fuck he's doing.
that is also very true. That is very true.
No.
Yes, it
that
is.
is
No.
Guys,
Maybe for
I'm the
you.
guy.
Maybe for you.
No,
Yeah.
for all guys that are attracted.
No.
Okay,
No.
okay.
Any
If
guy
No, for
that,
guys that are attracted to a girl.
I won't
You said
go.
that.
any guy,
no. Any guy, it doesn't have to even be attracted. If a girl is incredibly vulnerable and calls you at let's say 1 a.m. sobbing, is I need someone to be
it's
with
not
me.
that. You're missing
But
the
see,
point.
I would
Guys
do that for a
rather-
girlfriend. If a girlfriend called me at 1 a.m. sobbing, I'd go.
Yeah, girlfriend.
For a girl.
For a girl. If a guy called you at 1:30 or 2 a.m. sobbing, saying, I just broke up, I just got into a huge fight with my girlfriend, I need
Yeah.
someone to be with, I can't be alone tonight, can you come over? What would you think?
I'd be a little weirded out.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna break it down for you guys right now.
But also
All-
depends on the person.
No,
It's
no,
all
listen-
situational. It's
all-
all
No,
situational.
Lucas, break it down.
Okay, all men would rather hang with their guy friends. That's a fact. Okay, we would rather hang with the boys than hang out with the girls. The only reason why guys hang out with girls is they were already friends prior, and that's just a relationship they have. But that's still kind of sketchy. Or two, they think they're hot, and if anything ever comes up, that's their opportunity.
Okay,
That's what I think. Okay, that's what
It
I.
is true.
That's
I
what
can
I.
confirm it. It's true. Guys,
Yeah, see, it's all
guys
different.
that have
It's all
girl
different
best friends-
situations. Like this, the second one you said, definitely
Yeah.
happens. You know, but it's all situational. Like
I only say that because most of the
Yeah,
guys.
yeah,
I'm gonna say
Cut them out
90% of it is
90%
true, but like there are certain cases. Like I am very very close friends with a bunch of like I grew up with a whole bunch of like very close family friends of mine, and they're like 2 of them are girls, and I see no romantic interest in them. Like I don't see anything like that, right? So even if they were to call me at like 2 a.m., I would be like, yo, dude, what the hell? I would still be like, okay, if you really need me to come and hang out with you, I'd come and hang out with you, but I wouldn't make anything. I wouldn't put any moves, nothing.
I
Like
think it depends on the guy.
Yeah, it's what I was
It's
saying
like
is
less
like the
person-
intention.
like there are certain
Yeah.
girls
I was
you
saying,
know
like,
that you have
know
no
the intentions.
like-
It's not that it's gonna be romantic. I'm just saying you know your intentions when you get into that friendship
Yeah.
or
you
know.
figure it out as you go along. That's what I'm saying.
yeah, but then see, if a girl were to call a guy friend and say like, come over, like obviously,
He's gonna go.
well, yeah, but then there could be more to it. You know what I mean?
Some guys have secret
From
crushes, bro.
All
From the
guys
women, from
are
the
just
women.
waiting. All guys are just
Okay,
waiting.
no, I don't say all guys.
Unless they're
I
sibling
see.
like.
Unless there's some, they're all, which guy that is hot and can get any girl he wants would rather spend his time with a girl that he's not sexually interested in, unless he just really, really, really fucks with her vibe, which is very unlikely. They would rather hang out with their guy friends.
Or they're just.
See,
virgins.
here's the thing. I seriously,
If
no,
they're
no, no.
virgin, that's what I said. That's why I said if
Yeah.
it's a guy that can get girls, then you're gonna
No, no, no,
you're
no.
odds here.
No. Hear me out, all right? So I agree, but at the same time, it's a majority of the case. Like 90% of the people, 90% of the guys are like that. There are certain guys who I know as well would completely like they would drop everything to like be with their friend, but like they wouldn't put any moves, nothing, like none of the sort. Like there's no romantic sexual attraction, none of the sort. You know, there are guys like that.
Yeah.
So I'm saying like it's not like 100% of the guys. It's a majority of them, 90 to 95%, but there are that 5% who are like genuinely good people.
Most girls that have a guy best friend, they know that their guy best friend would fuck them if the chance went, and so they just choose to be
Yeah,
original.
he's right.
It's true. You know this.
He's right,
You just
he's
lie to
right.
yourself. Your guy best friend would absolutely fuck you if you gave him the chance.
But okay.
You just choose to say,
I think it is a little weird when a girl has like a guy best friend, no
Absolutely.
girlfriends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like you know.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I
But see,
know.
that's a
A
different
guy
situation.
friend is totally
But that's-
normal.
Yeah, but
Yes,
guys,
yes.
Best friend,
But
that's
see that,
wild.
but those are different situations. Those are different
Another
situations.
chipmunk.
see, a best friend is someone who basically just got friend zoned.
No,
And it's like trying to like
a
stay in
guy
and work the
best
long
friend
term.
Is
Yeah.
a guy that is living in the friend zone, like literally living there rent free, and he's just waiting.
Yeah, he's just that's the thing. He's waiting. Like a best friend, but like a friend is just different.
He's a
Yes.
long-term investor. He's just waiting for the opportunity.
ROI's about to hit
See,
strong,
those
bro.
are-
Look,
those
a guy
are
that takes
different.
himself serious, we call it CPN, right? It's a cost per nut. If you're hanging out with a girl,
What? Wait,
Wait,
repeat that. Repeat
But
that.
there's no way you guys don't know about this.
What did you-
CPN, cost per nut.
No, what's that?
Oh my god, am I leaking the group chat right now?
Let's
What's that?
No, you already said it. You
Alright,
have to
fine.
fucking say it now.
CPN, I mean, that's just like a joke term, but essentially a guy is only willing to do so much until he gets to like sleep with you or make out with you or whatever, right? If a guy's taking you on dates, taking you on dinner, it's like you're doing fuck all, and he just doesn't get anything from you, eventually he's gonna drop you because he takes himself serious and you're clearly not interested in him.
All my guy friends were like that, and I dropped every single one of them.
Financially.
We just went to relationships, and this has nothing to do with conspiracy theories. Nothing to do with conspiracy theories.
I think it
That's
just.
kind of conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
If you want to get back into conspiracy, go in with relationships. I have a question for everyone here.
What is it?
Do you think love is real?
I got a question. Have you dated somebody?
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever like had the feeling of love inside of you?
Did you ever love her?
Yeah. Did you ever love her? You can't say that unless you've actually like been in a relationship
Clip.
long enough.
No. Here's the thing.
You didn't love her?
I believed I was in love, but when you get your heart broken a horrific way, you kind of start to think of like other situations where okay, maybe love isn't real.
That's loss of hope.
Girls are actually not attracted to dad bods. They just don't want other girls to be attracted to their dad.
No, fake,
No.
fake.
How are girls attracted to dad bods when all you guys like are guys ripped and six?
I don't
six-
like
I don't like
abs.
guys
I don't
with
like super muscly guys. Like I
Well, you
don't
might say that, but if like a guy that's super muscular and he looks very nice, he hits on you, you're way more likely to get with him.
No.
Or someone that has a big
No.
belly.
I think healthy is a good
Pull
term.
through, pull through.
All right, listen,
You know
listen.
what I mean?
Here's the point. Here's the point. Hey,
I can be the
was-
only guy
wait,
talking
that was
about love and
so
relationships right now.
obviously, a guy that like has like an 8-pack and he's super jacked and whatnot, that low key gives like gay vibes, like kind of, like you're way
like
too
the-
into yourself and like you're way too like concerned about the way you look and like the low key kind of like is kind of like a turn off for girls, but they are still more attracted to a like fit guy than a guy with like a beer belly. You
I
know?
like my thick guys.
I think what it is, I think it's more of like how guys carry themselves when, like with their body. I don't know, like, because
I
it's
feel
being healthy versus being lazy and sloppy.
Yeah, because I feel
Makes
like
sense.
a lot of like the people you talk about, like this super ripped dudes, like they're just so unattractive because they know they're the shit and they think they're too cocky.
That's just personality though.
Yeah,
right?
but
once you get to
personality
that
comes
point-
along with looks a lot of times.
But like, let's say he has a good let's just use that factor. Personality is the same within both guys. You want the beer belly guy or jack guy?
The fact that you have to
Like,
think
you
about
want-
it, the
you
fact
want-
that you have to
But
think about it
dad-
just automatically
That's
proves
jack.
that
What
it's
is
a
dad
jack guy.
body
It's a
to
jack
you
guy.
guys?
Sloppy, right? Had like a sloppy beard, like didn't really care that much about like how he looked.
like them having like sloppy, dirty, like that shows that their personality is certain.
I-
Do they seem weird and do they
Yeah,
seem
like-
like they're unclean or are they
Right.
like
and even
they seem
based
cool.
on first looks, like you can tell from the way a person looks, you can tell
And
a lot by how
smells.
they're yeah. Anyways, moving on to the next question. Do you think we live in a simulation?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, okay, my theory. Have you guys watched Truman Show?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I feel like that's
happened?
where we're living. There's
Oh.
a TV show for aliens. His eyes twitched. But
Yeah,
for them
yeah.
to watch us, what we do, how we act.
You're entitled
maybe,
to your opinion.
Maybe there's a main character somewhere, and we're just the side characters.
Are we all the main character in our own show, or are we just side characters in someone else's main story?
Ooh,
Ooh,
different
I
channels.
Love that. I love that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, are we all our own individual main character, or are we all just a blot in someone else's like main story? Where, like, for example, we could going off what you said, Sammy, about different channels. Like, if you just switch the channel, you can see from a different person's POV how they're living their life.
Yeah.
I've never thought about it that
Yeah.
way.
But have you watched Truman Show?
It's not a show. It's a movie. Old
Oh,
movie.
sorry.
Old school movie. Jim Carrey.
Haven't. Okay, I'll put it on my list. That's
You
it.
should.
Well,
It's like.
It's sad.
You want to say something?
Damn.
I was gonna say a follow-up question to this would be if you found out. So say right now you find out this is actually a simulation. What would be the first thing you do?
Freak out. Go to the restroom where there's no cameras.
There might be cameras in the restroom. You never know.
But why would there be? There doesn't necessarily have to be cameras in a simulation. Like it
Okay,
could be like
yeah.
a science experiment.
Yeah.
You still need to view
Yeah.
a science experiment to like gather results.
Yeah, well,
Scientifically,
maybe
if you're doing an
maybe they're
experiment, you have to
looking
gather
from above.
results.
When was it? Like 2 or 3 years ago. I went to Joshua Tree with my friends, and we all did our first acid trip together.
You heathen!
Why?
What the fuck?
No, I'm joking.
But we like all like sat together and just was like, okay guys, like this is a safe space, no judgment, like everything will be fine. Just remember we're all on a trip together,
Oh,
you know? Just
yeah.
like a little meditation thing
Yeah.
right
Mhm.
before. And then we took it and we watched Spider-Verse.
Crazy movie, so good.
That
Oh my god.
was insane, and it was very much simulation-like. Okay, I sound crazy, but like
No.
I agree with you. It's about perception. How you can mess with your
you
own
can
perception.
literally
to view
turn
in
the
a different
world
way.
into a cartoon, and I only say that because I did it. Okay, there was like this.
Sorry, go on. I'm so sorry.
No, you're okay.
I was trying to think of a movie, like the Harry Styles movie.
The
and
don't worry.
Don't worry.
yes, that was a crazy movie for simulation.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
not seen it. Don't even know what you guys are talking
What?
about.
It's kind of
It's
like
such a good movie.
I don't know
well,
what
you
you're
know
talking
what Sword Art Online is?
Yes.
It was like the virtual
Yep.
and they blow up if they take
If they, no,
if they
yeah,
reject.
if
or
they
they get killed. They get
They
killed.
get killed in the game.
Yeah.
Anime is my stuff. You talk anime, I know exactly.
I don't know much anime. I know a few. That's
I
why I
think-
just simulate. Sorry, I'm
no,
so
no,
sorry.
No, it's okay. I think we're, like you said, we mentioned Spider-Verse. I feel like we're living in, like, Spider-Verse too.
Yeah,
Spider-Man was such a good movie.
it was
Yeah.
so good.
Such a good
Different dimensions. Maybe I'm somewhere else too.
The multiverse theory. Multiverse theory. Exactly.
Dude, that's why sometimes I think when you dream and you have crazy dreams, it's real, but it's just in the other dimension. And so when your brain's resting in this one, you're able to see what's happening in different dimensions.
Yeah.
Yes, I've heard about that.
I've heard that theory too, but here's the thing with me and dreams. I have them, but I can't remember them like after a certain period. Like I remember them for, like
'Cause
as
the
soon as I wake
government.
up.
They make you stop thinking about your dreams.
That could possibly be true. You 100% could be right.
Yeah.
But I just never am able to remember my dreams past a certain time post waking up.
Sometimes I get a really bad deja vu, but I'm like I've lived through it. But what if my other
Self?
Sammy in a different universe?
They were in
Yeah, they just had the same experience as me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know
Yeah,
what you
and
mean.
I'm just like, wait,
Like it's the
yeah,
same
putting,
path.
yeah.
Like you guys are at the same moment at
connected.
the same time.
Yeah.
Do you think dating apps are part of a larger plan to collect data on human relationships?
Like just to research
Yeah.
how relationships are these
Yeah,
days.
and like
Yeah.
their preferences, like
Like who can match with who?
Yeah.
It's not the question of
something like that.
dating apps. There are other methods the government has
Yeah, well,
used
like
to
the
gain your
text or
DNA.
anything.
Social
and
media.
Yeah.
Is like
Or like
Social
something
media.
like
23andMe.
Oh,
I still
yeah.
believe that's one of the biggest ways the government collects all. 23andMe is basically a company that you send in a swab and it
Oh, the
tells you your
ancestry thing?
ancestry exactly,
Gotcha.
like where exactly, what percentage of where you're from. And I believe that that's how the main way the government gets all of your like actual bio data is because you send in. You're like, I mean, humans
go
are
to the
curious.
hospital.
I mean, yeah, but humans are naturally curious. They're like, okay, I want to know where, like, what percentage of where I'm from, right? Like, even I'm curious, right? Like, what part of South India am I from? Like, what percentage of where? What percentage of here? What percentage of there?
yeah, it's
Like,
like
it's
I
human
would
curiosity.
like to know what I
That's
really
it.
am. Like,
But I still believe, like, because you send in your, like, millions of people worldwide have done it, and they've gotten their, like, detailed results. And I'm not denying the fact that it could be true. Like, it could be false, sorry. But I still think that's a way the government gains all of your data, like bio data. Because you send it in, and I feel like there's this data sharing and all of, I don't know. I don't trust that system. I feel like it's creepy. That's just me, though.
yeah. Yeah, that is kind of creepy.
I feel like going to the hospital already. Like if you're going to go see a doctor, like it's in the system.
yeah, they all have it.
Yeah,
What you came to visit for, everything.
unless you're really off the grid.
Yeah. Well, one thing that's like kind of trending right now is how you shouldn't download a period tracker because now the government will have like your menstrual cycle.
Yeah,
and
they
everything.
track it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Or there was a few videos also made by other girls trying to inform like, oh, don't download it. They're just trying to like keep track of like, cause you know in some states they have banned abortions and
Abortions, yeah.
stuff, so they track their data from that too.
Cool.
Do you believe the government is listening to our conversations
Right
through
now,
our phones-
yes.
through our phones,
Sorry.
through our phones or TVs?
Yes.
I think through
Yes.
the phone.
Yeah, because you know when you talk about something and the ad pops up like a
That's
day
not the
later?
government, that's the app.
Wait,
That's
you know the
company.
vibration thing? Have you felt that?
Wait, what
Like
vibration?
your phone will be in your pocket and then
And you feel
like
buzz,
the notification
and you
and
take it
it's nothing there.
yes.
Wait,
That's a thing?
Yeah, I get it all the time.
Me too.
I get it at work a lot.
No, same. Because my phone's in my back pocket all day at work.
Yeah, and I'm like,
yeah,
huh.
right? I was like, I swear to God, I just felt that.
Unless they're like slowly.
For me, it's just if my
electrocuting
phone's on
us.
the table like this and I feel a
Wait
buzz.
a minute.
I just look at my phone if someone else's phone's there, I feel a buzz. I'm like, maybe it's my phone. Then I'm like, wait, no, it's not.
No, it's
and it's
different.
someone
No,
else's.
different.
It's different.
Because if two phones are on the table, that makes more sense. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's like somebody's. But when it's in your pocket and then like there's nothing there and you check and there's nothing there, it's like why?
Yeah. Weird.
Maybe it's like taking your heart rate or something. But that's what Apple Watches are for. Apple
Your
Watches take
butt
your
rate.
heart rate.
Sorry.
Your butt rate.
Sorry, but I do believe that
Yeah.
government listens on us.
Yeah.
Like even though it's through your search history and everything, like what you search on, the ads pop up and stuff.
Mhm.
But I also feel like that's
Algorithm.
yeah.
I wouldn't say
Yeah.
that's the government per se. I would say it's the the
FBI.
companies. It's the companies.
Yeah, but
I
the
mean,
companies,
there are all
but
those-
the companies are selling the data.
Yeah. All,
So who,
okay.
who
that,
are they
that's,
selling it to?
Okay, that's true. Like obviously there are the memes about the FBI agent looking at your phone texts and like unsending messages and all that stuff, right? There are those memes, but I know for a fact that the companies like I'll give you an example. So there was this one band that my friend talked about. It's like, oh, there's this band that we were talking about. Like this, I really enjoy, and I never heard of them in my life, right?
What were they called?
It was this incredibly random name. Like I don't remember the exact name, but it was a very
They're
very
boring.
like
They were boring.
He doesn't remember.
no, I mean
It just didn't interest you.
it
There you
didn't
go.
pique my interest, but it was an incredibly random name, right? And then that same not even a couple hours later, I was going through my Instagram and I get a sponsored message about tickets for this band
That's what I'm
That's the
saying. That's what I'm just
algorithm.
saying.
who I have never ever. I didn't even search them up afterwards. I just read about it. I was like,
They're listening.
Whatever, they're-
Yeah,
they're
they're
a
listening
band.
on your phone. Your phone is a mic.
Yeah.
And it's this. It's the government or companies. If they want to use it, they don't need
They
to use
have
it. They have
access.
access to it.
Yeah.
And specifically government, they just have it in their back pocket in case they want to use it. It's not necessarily that they're always listening. It's more of the fact that if they need to go back and check on
They have the
you,
data.
they have it. Also, in these last few years or the last decade, you know how everything is taken so seriously now? When it comes to humor, people can't be
They
funny.
can't take a joke.
They
Can't take a joke.
They can't take a joke. Thank you. It's more they just take it too seriously.
Yeah, everything
sometimes.
has to be. Yeah,
Like,
of course.
sometimes.
Of course,
And now,
yeah,
yeah.
too far.
now they will clip it and then
Yeah.
get
Cancel-
it like
Cancel
culture
culture is ridiculous.
that.
get it out of
like
context.
I can't be myself. Like I love dark humor, but I'm
Me
scared
too.
to I'd be like, I wouldn't know how to
to a wrong person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, how dare you say that? Do you have no sensitivity
And
about
they go
this?
on
Blah blah
social
blah blah
media,
blah.
tell everyone.
And it's cancel
Post
this
your
person.
phone.
It's
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
They're
And
terrible.
And I'm like,
Like,
I'm allowed to have
Everyone
dark humor.
says shit.
Yeah.
Everyone
That's why I
says
asked
shit.
you guys the shop. So what's your humor?
That's the first question I ask people. So
'Cause it's
what kind of
just
humor do you like?
I'm I say some stuff sometimes and it can come off as not the best. And
Trust me, I know.
You
Ask
know?
Olivia. I say a lot of stupid shit all the
I say some
time.
dumbass shit and exactly. Kind of like that.
Okay, guys, we
Okay,
have to
moving
move
on.
on to our last segment now. This is kind of quick answers,
Rapid fire.
yeah, rapid fire.
Not long.
Right. First question. So basically, the segment is about pop culture and spilling the tea.
Mhm.
Which celebrity do you think is involved in the craziest conspiracy?
Beyonce.
I say Diddy.
Beyonce.
Ep-
Beyonce too.
Thank you, Beyonce.
Epstein.
Oh, okay. Epstein, P Diddy, Beyonce.
Oh, the guy who created Nickelodeon. What's his name?
Dan
Dan
Schneider.
Schneider.
But-
Did you watch the documentary?
Yeah.
I did not
Dude,
watch the
I
documentary.
haven't.
Holy shit. Good doc. That's
All
I
I'm
can
saying
say.
is Epstein. The fact that you guys are not
Who's
saying that
Epstein?
Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, can you tell me who that is?
He.
Short and sweet. Come on.
I have to try. I'm trying to figure out how
On your
to
toes.
how to make this short and sweet.
Okay, he would traffic girls so politicians and influential people could have sex with them on
Okay.
this island.
And raise their
Isn't
Cloud.
that island related to the Nickelodeon thing, and that's another conspiracy?
no, but no,
theory?
his
the
island.
theory that
They
Peter.
they were like, oh, maybe Dan Schneider is a part of this.
So
but-
that island is known as I'm saying in current terms, the Diddy Island
Oh, okay.
back then and he also was killed in jail, suicide, but
The cameras were off, his cell was open.
cell was open, cameras
The
were off.
CIA killed him, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
There are a lot of thoughts about that. I have no actual thoughts about how he died, did he kill himself, all that stuff. I don't know. I'm not gonna make any comments on it.
But anyways, if there was a society, a secret society, which famous person would be the leader? And why? What do you think they would be plotting?
So I don't know about a leader, but the Church of Scientology and the Illuminati are two societies that just
Well, who's running them?
Yeah,
I mean,
talking
you-
about like famous person.
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise would probably
Yeah.
run the Church of Scientology, in my opinion. But
JB.
Never good.
Okay, so.
JB, Justin Bieber.
Really?
I would want to be in a society.
Well-
where
Oh, you would want to be in a society with him as the leader.
maybe.
What do you guys think about the Illuminati?
Not men, but
I don't know much about it. That's it. I just know that it's a thing.
Well, I don't know much about the Illuminati, like as far as facts, but what I've read is that it's a secret society of people that plan how the world events are gonna take place. Like they
Beyonce is part of
Isn't
it,
it
no?
connected to like
No,
the
that's the Freemason.
Simpsons and
Freemasons are
right?
part of
It's
it.
connected to like the Simpsons and
Yeah.
Simpsons
And-
predicting history.
And then they said that the headquarters of the Illuminati is the Denver airport because
Whoa.
it goes
I was just
stories
there.
deep.
No, there is
I feel you.
there's a place where they meet. It's actually here in California. It's like a big ranch, like 20, 30 acres. And there's actually this tree that looks like an owl. And
How do you
it's
know?
Yeah, how
Oh, you can search about this. Like, there are people that have broken
I'm
into
gonna
your
look that
property.
up.
What do you think?
If I could pick a secret society leader, I think it'd be Taylor Swift.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
that too. I was
Because
literally
literally, okay,
She
we
has a
all
whole cult
yeah.
following.
we all grew
Okay.
up. Everyone shut the fuck up.
Whoa!
We
Sorry,
all
Demir.
grew up. We all
Bro,
grew up.
shut
Listen,
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, I was going to make a joke. Bad joke.
we all grew up listening to Taylor, right? And it's like, yeah, she was big, like, you know. But then all of a sudden, she blows up out of fucking nowhere. And it's like, wait a second. Like, okay, her music's good, but like,
It's not that good.
it's not like.
It's the same thing for Beyonce. Her music
Yes!
is good, but
But
it's
why
not
is she so?
that
Why is
good.
she so like?
So big about
Industry plan.
Yeah, and then yeah.
but Taylor Swift.
I agree with the Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Because have you seen those like videos of like girls in the theater when the movie came out and they were like dancing in a fucking circle and shit and it's just like
I'm sorry, what?
why?
Culty. This
I'm
is
sorry.
Getting
There
midsummer
are
vibes.
yes.
Dancing
are-
in a circle?
Yeah, they were like holding hands and jumping in a circle.
Okay, there are like good Taylor Swift fans, but some of them would just seem so crazy about her. Like even though,
Like they need to have
like
their hair.
like teenagers nowadays.
Yeah.
Like I feel like if I was a fan of more like adults, I would get it because she was like the OG. But it's like little kids now, right? No, I feel like it's always the
I know a
little
lot of old
kids.
Swifties too.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know much.
No
about
hate to the Swifties, but just theories.
Another
No hate,
industry,
no hate.
another industry plan. A very controversial individual who potentially could have his own cult following. Kanye West.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Kanye.
But he can't
definitely
be an
is.
industry plan because
No, not industry, but a very controversial individual who
Yeah.
could have his own cult following and potentially be in a secret society
Yeah.
of some
Yeah.
sort.
It could be a
Kanye
leader.
West. How
Did
he
you see
just.
that Kanye died. And
Wait,
then
what?
there's like a second.
Oh, there's a
There's a
clone.
clone.
The
Yeah,
Kanye
there's
clone.
the Kanye clone.
That's why he wears a mask around.
I have not heard about that, but
Well, he was just spotted in Tokyo like 2 weeks ago. So
It's fake.
Fake news. Do you think celebrities leak fake drama on purpose to distract the public from bigger
Yeah,
issues?
Kanye.
Some of them.
yes,
Yeah.
100%.
The big
Yeah.
ones, the very big ones.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think everything that's media related is made to like distract the masses, like NFL, all the big events. They are distractions. I'm gonna sound like Andrew Tate right now, but they're distractions
Oh,
from
no.
like the Matrix, for like the people that are running the show, that they want to keep people that just go to work and then come home to have something to like look forward to, right? And that's how they control you because that's your source of like dopamine or entertainment. So like NFL,
Yeah, like the
concerts.
Taylor and Travis relationship is like now like known to be like a hoax, and it was
It's
all
a
like,
PR.
Wait,
No, most of them are PR
pause.
stunts.
Oh, I'm sorry. What is this Taylor Travis hoax
Okay,
drama?
biggest tight end, like he's literally the hottest athlete at the moment in the NFL.
Oh, Travis Kelsey.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Travis Scott because we're talking about music, and I was like, do they? Is there some beef?
No.
Like during the whole Palestine, like the genocide happening and like everyone posting about it, I think something Kanye brought out, like he was like big headline news saying like, oh, like, I'm gonna do something, like, and he was the headline instead of like the whole genocide thing that was happening, like real life crisis versus like the fake drama to
Yeah.
distract everyone from like what's real.
Do you remember when he said he liked Jewish people again because he watched a Jonah Hill movie?
Yes.
He's
Like
crazy, bro.
I
He's
just watched a Jonah
crazy.
Hill movie and I like Jewish people again, and I was like, there's no way this man just said that.
He's like,
He's
for the
crazy.
Jews.
Yeah.
Old Kanye was good, huh?
Old
Old
Kanye
Kanye was
good.
cool, and then he went old.
Kanye is just misunderstood, y'all.
No.
Don't say
Stop.
that. Don't say that.
Stop.
You're gonna get canceled.
Misunderstood.
Dude.
Okay, what I will say about Kanye is that, or Kanye is this: you can enjoy his music without enjoying him as a
Love
person.
the art,
Like,
not the artist.
Agreed.
exactly.
Yeah.
that's what
Yeah.
I'm trying to say. Like, I love his music, but I don't really like him as a person.
No.
I don't like him as a person, but I will admit some of the shit he says, like funny wise,
Are real?
he's funny. He's
It's-
like he was talking. So there was this interview with his like when he was like saying that I love being in cases because I'd be in the room and I had my hands on my face, and he was like the lawyer's like, I need you to take your hands off your face, and he's yelling at him. He's like, I'm not gonna take my hands off my face until you respect me. And then he was like, okay, Kanye, can you please take your hands off your face? He's like, no.
Moving
So,
on.
what the famous people, you know what's going on around, like, now, with the PDD stuff and everything, right?
The baby oil.
The
Baby oil? What's the baby oil?
The
Well,
oh, we
Baby
don't
oil.
we don't talk about the baby
Well, I
oil.
don't know about that one,
That's-
all I know is, like, he's involved with Beyonce, like, the white party,
Mm-hmm.
and, like, I don't know, that's
Wait,
all
you don't
what's
know
the baby
that-
oil?
Do you know
Not
who
the baby oil.
the whole
They
Diddy
just
thing?
found out.
They just found hella baby oil in his place.
You don't
Like,
know? We don't know the whole
tons.
like Diddy thing, like what the whole structure of the whole how he worked.
Not
Okay,
too
so
much
Diddy would
about
have
it.
these parties. He was infamous for
Like
throwing
the white
parties,
party,
right?
It's in the
right?
Simpsons.
No,
In
yeah,
the words of
yeah,
LeBron
yeah.
James, ain't no party like a Diddy party.
Diddy was notorious for throwing parties, right? Now, there would be like 3 parties. There's a party, there's the after party, and there's the after party. Now, the champagne, the drinks, the baby oil, they were all laced with MDMA and other stuff that would make you like more aroused and want to have sex. He would then have...
There was a 13-year-old girl there, no?
Yeah, he would then
Mhm.
get...
Justin Bieber was also.
He would get people to have
Mhm.
he would get people to
He
have
protected
homosexual
Billy.
sex and then record them and extort them for their money. That's
True. It's
yeah.
true.
Oh, with that, I heard that Kanye kind of protected Taylor, cause
No, Justin Bieber protected Billie Eilish. I think that's what you're thinking of.
no, like
Taylor?
you know how Kanye got on stage when Taylor was.
I'm gonna let you
receiving
finish, but Beyonce, one of the greatest albums of all time. That interruption, or
Yes, that one.
Oh.
Like that one, she didn't. She forgot to thank Beyonce, so he went up, and then thanked Beyonce, just so she wouldn't get killed or something. Yeah,
Interesting.
because she forgot to thank Beyonce, and then he got up on stage and said Beyonce had the best album, thanking her basically, like making her the center of the attention.
I
And
mean,
Beyonce was
Yeah.
like
Yes.
crying,
Yeah.
like, girl, get over yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, it could also be a publicity stunt because Taylor did get him back at another
Oh, I saw
event where I think Kanye was about to start an acceptance, but she came up and was like, or not, I don't know if it was Kanye, but I don't know what it was exactly, but she went up, interrupted someone, and was like, I'm gonna let you finish, but Kanye West had one of the best albums of all time, and I was like,
Oh, that's kind of funny.
That's kind of cool.
it was kind of cool, like, it could have been a huge PR stunt, but at the
Yeah,
same time,
Maybe. But
I
that's
just-
just what I saw. That's fine.
Yeah.
Is that it?
They're all just trying to mess with us, you know, it's guys.
And the P Diddy, I recently found out that. Sorry, I'm talking about him a lot.
No, it's
but
okay.
I've been like finding stuff, and then I'm like, oh. But there was a tunnel found in his house, right?
Yeah.
Connected to
MJ's
Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to his house, and I was like, oh.
And that's when I was talking about
Oh.
earlier, when I was like, I used to believe Michael Jackson's still alive and all this stuff, and okay, I still believe he's alive, but like, when I was like,
He
oh,
took the tunnel?
he wasn't like a child predator, but then after all that shit about the tunnels comes out, now it's like,
Okay,
was he
now
okay?
that
Now
You
maybe.
say that, it makes more sense. Like, I
Mhm.
did not know about that his house was connected through it.
I also did not know there was a tunnel connecting the
Yeah.
I knew
houses.
the tunnel, but I didn't know which house.
They recently confirmed it, I think. Have you guys heard the theory of the Disney, the Frozen theory?
Oh, that
Like his head is frozen, but then they created a movie called Frozen. So when people search up Disney Frozen, the movie would pop up instead of his head being
Yeah.
frozen.
Walt Disney's head.
yeah, Walt Disney's head.
I've never heard of
That's-
that.
I actually
I've-
saw. I
I've
looked
seen
it
the
up today.
photos. Oh really?
I was looking it up today. Yeah.
I've seen the photos like prior to the Frozen movie, but now they created Frozen.
To like cover it.
Yeah, cover
Do you
it
know
up.
why his head got frozen though? Like
I'm
why
not
they
too
froze
sure.
him?
I just know it was like to hide.
To hide that whole thing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because that's weird. When people search
Yeah.
up Disney's Frozen, they don't want to see a Frozen.
Right? I try to hide that shit too.
Yeah, shoot, that's scary.
Crazy,
Yeah.
crazy. I don't know. Social media and like I don't know. Our world's kind of scary. Guys.
Yeah, dude.
So much
It
unknown
is.
stuff. But anyways, also let's do a poll. Which theory do you buy into more? Beyonce being part of the Illuminati with a fake baby bump, or Kanye West having a clone who hides his face?
Beyonce.
Beyonce.
I'd say Beyonce too.
I want to say Kanye because
I think Beyonce just has power. Like
Kanye
Yeah,
but
a
the
lot of power.
Kanye West also has
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
power.
don't
Not
think
as much as
as
Beyonce, I will
Beyonce.
admit, but he also has a decent amount of power and influence.
Sorry, but have you seen the video where Beyonce is sitting down with her baby bump and it just like yeah.
I don't really look at
She's
Beyonce
sitting down and there's like a
videos.
lump that just pops up. I feel like she did like surrogate. Maybe that's her baby, but maybe she had a surrogate and back in
Didn't
the
want
time,
people to
yeah, back in
know.
the time they would like maybe look down on
Yeah.
like having a surrogate now because all the Kardashians do it now, right?
Yeah.
But maybe back in the day it was like looked as like a bad thing, so she did not have like a bump and she just told the whole
Insane.
lie. Yeah.
That's insane.
Anyways,
Okay.
crazy.
Well, before we sign off, what's one conspiracy theory that you think everyone listening should look up and do their research on? I'll go first.
Yeah, please.
Mine is, do hotel rooms clean their sheets? Like, I know some do, but like, you know, there's a thing where it's like, do they
If you
actually
travel.
clean their sheets, or is like, oh, they look clean enough? Because you know, you watch those videos of like the journalists, they'll like stay at hotel rooms and they'll do like the black light test and the like it's obviously not clean. Or they'll book, so they book the room, they'll like put some like weird shit on the sheets so
And
that
then come back.
and then check out, come back, but have already booked themselves under a different name for the same room, and they'll come back the next day and the sheets aren't clean. It's like the
It's
same
the
stuff
same
is on the
thing,
sheets.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure they don't clean it.
I don't think they clean
My
it
dad
either.
worked in a
though.
hotel. They only clean it when it's visibly dirty.
See, that's
That's
crazy.
nasty. Imagine all the.
Well, the top sheet especially.
Like the quilt or blanket or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but even the one above that, that's the only one they clean.
Like the
one
duvet
underneath it,
cover.
Yeah.
like the one that goes on the mattress, that one doesn't get cleaned out.
So, to
That's
my
nasty.
knowledge, I grew up in a hotel.
Take your own sheets.
So I grew up in a hotel in India. So I know for a fact.
What do you mean you grew up in a hotel? You stayed your whole life in a hotel?
Middle school and high school, yeah.
Like your parents owned it? Or
No,
just,
so
like,
in India, my grandparents owned this like 2-star hotel,
Oh, okay.
and
I said parents, that's why. Because I was like.
no, and
Like family owned.
So
Stars.
2 stars is crazy. You called out your family right now, bro.
Oh, what do you even display the stars at that point?
no. We don't. No, here's the thing, right? In terms of like hotels, in order for you to get like a certain number of stars, you have to serve non-vegetarian food, and my family is like
Different standards.
Yeah, they're pure veg, so they're limited to a certain number of stars. And I'm not gonna say bad things about them, but I know for a fact that I used to like walk around the hotel, go to like I know for a fact like a lot of the rooms, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot that I've noticed were cleaned. Like the sheets and mattress pads, mattress covers, everything that I saw like of like the majority of the rooms were clean. But it could just be my potential.
That's family owned,
Yeah,
though.
that's
There's
me.
like family owned, and then there's corporate, and corporate
That's the
hires people that don't get paid enough, and when they don't get paid enough, they're like, well, I'm not gonna fully do my job.
Well, it's not even that. The hotels, it costs money and downtime for them to clean the rooms. So they would rather, if the room doesn't look dirty, they would just,
Let it be.
yeah.
I don't know.
so
I didn't see that
The
when
Holiday Inn is not cleaning the sheets for you.
Oh!
For sure.
Guys, take your own sheets. Everywhere.
Airbnb, guys.
I don't know if that's better.
Airbnb.
Airbnb's
They
probably-
have their own laundry in there. So
There's
you can
a
wash.
there's a house in San Jose where like, I don't know what club, I think it was VSA, but they would throw parties at this one house, and it's an Airbnb, and somebody stepped on glass that was from the previous. They didn't really clean the house that much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it very much depends on who the host is.
Yeah.
On a different note, though, hotels are so much more goated than Airbnbs. Airbnb, you stay there, you gotta like,
You have to clean.
dude, at fucking 9 a.m. you get a text
Take
from
the trash
Gabby
out.
about like, yo, do one load of laundry, vacuum the floor,
Yeah, for real.
and you still do that, and you still get a $300 cleaning fee. You
Yeah,
gotta
that's
kidding me.
insane.
So for us, like what we used to do, like whenever we go to Airbnbs, we at least keep the trash and everything like. We won't leave the house like a train wreck, right? We'll at least clean up after ourselves. If we like have like plates anywhere, like, we'll, like put in the dishwasher or something. We'll like try and help out as much as we can, but like at the same time, we're not gonna like vacuum or like do stuff because there's already a cleaning charge.
But
there.
like if you're paying a cleaning charge, it's just like you get paid to stay there, not necessarily to do their job.
But at the same time, the whole point of an Airbnb is it's someone else's home.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
You don't wanna
Hotels
leave
are goated
Yeah.
versus Airbnb.
So you don't have to clean it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then it goes back to what Olivia was saying about do they clean their sheets?
Do you have like like to the listeners? Do you have suggestion like what theory to look up at in?
Yes. I would suggest look up the connection between Lee Harvey Oswald and John Wilkes Booth. That's all I'm saying. 15 letters in each of their names. There's a lot of connections. That's all I'm saying. Look it up. That's all I'm saying.
Julia? No pressure.
Pressure going.
I was gonna say Chuck E. Cheese.
The Chuck E. Cheese pizza?
Before you go,
Yeah,
look that
that's
shit up.
nasty.
Cause
The
I heard they recycle the pizzas.
I don't know what you're talking about. I love the Chuck E. Cheese pizza.
Well, just look that up before you go.
Because so I lived in India from like when I was 10 to 18. So
Yeah.
when I went to Chuck E. Cheese, it was like early 2000s, right?
That's when it was popping off, and recycle was the it.
I don't know. My memory for the Chuck E. Cheese pizza was it was good.
Because it was recycled.
Yep.
As a kid, it was good. As an adult, I'm not gonna go back and like
Okay,
eat
but
the
if
pizza.
you're thinking about going to Chuck E. Cheese, I would say look at what they do or look at the stuff before you go.
Don't eat the pizza.
Go to Dave and Buster's.
Finally figured it out.
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
Simulation. I think
Mhm.
thinking that like living in the Matrix or just
Do drugs.
do drugs. Don't do drugs. Don't do drugs.
Whoa.
Don't do drugs.
Oh.
Be
Only-
safe out there.
Only if you're willing to. No
Only if you're in
pressure.
a safe space.
Only if like you have the mental capacity for it.
Yeah.
Live your life how you see fit.
Yeah.
But I think
Yes,
I think it's a good topic to just like research and like
Mhm.
know a lot more information about.
Mhm.
And if you do want to learn more, do other things, but
Definitely watch Truman Show.
Yeah.
And YouTube.
and watch Spider-Verse.
Yes.
Okay.
Good perspective.
Now, drop your thoughts on any of these in the comments below.
Yep. But that's a wrap for today, guys. With our conspiracy-packed episode of Yap It Out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a review if you're listening from Spotify, of course. Thanks for joining us for this long podcast. Yappers.
Very
We
long.
be yapping. But see you next time for sure. And next time on
Yap it out.
Out.
That's a wrap?
Yeah.